for Nick Chubb. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 24-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A give. This is Chubb. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The cup. Strong, and now it's 4th down.
3 and out. 4th down.
The Falcons send out their punter. Christian McCaffrey deep for Carolina. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it 2nd and 14. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Give him 14 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
A gain of 14.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here, because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
To the right side and complete to Thomas. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A good-looking drive so far for the Panthers, and a 1st down here.
At the 14-yard line.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And this is incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. And it's 2nd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, Bridgewater again. Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Where's 52? Watch 52. Find out.
They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down.
A gain of
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game.
And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. And off comes to Chubb. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
On the carry. He was brought down at the 28-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. That gain of 9 buys them a new set of downs.
9 yards.
Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Ryan into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Looking sideline, incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
He's cool. Find out. Check. Say it. Check. Deuce. Hatchet.
On third down, Bridgewater. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flush down to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, post some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
They go with Chubb on second down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
On second and a couple. Ryan, short throw underneath to Hurst. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Complete to Hayden Hurst. A gain of 11.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And not much running room. Down to the 32. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Powers through him. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down, stopped at the Panthers' 24. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
They go play action here on first down. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
At the 5-yard line.
Closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's not afraid to trust his guys to do the right thing, and as a player, that means an awful lot.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now from back at the 9 after that last play, this is 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So now it's 2 straight drives that end with an interception.
And the first time, the first interception, they ended up getting 6 points out of it and taking the lead. Now they have an opportunity to increase that lead after their second pick on 2 drives.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey taking it goal line to goal line, 100 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
10-10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit.
Yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Set the tone, defense.
Throwing again, Bridgewater on 2nd and 10. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore.
Touchdown.
DJ Moore. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Play action. It's Ryan. And his throw here is incomplete. He was trying to get it into Watkins, and it's 3rd and 5.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. That's out to Chubb, complete. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
35. That's right, baby. They don't want it. 35's the mic. Check the outs. Check the outs. Check the outs.
Here we go on 4th down with Ryan. It's caught. Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. A slant to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Julio Jones.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ryan will throw again. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the safety, Eric Reed. Well, this is just crazy. He's got 3 interceptions, Charles, and we haven't even departed the first half of this ballgame.
I think if you're looking at the stats right now, you're saying, all right, who's the leading receiver? Well, can you flip it around and say that maybe he is and could be for the game the way that things are going right now? I think if it's him, he wants to be on the field at all times.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And this is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. It's a gain of 35. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He lost 6 there on the first down play.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a look.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. Then the Panthers are able to grow their lead. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Panthers 28, Falcons 0.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8.
It's a gain of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, he's going to look deep. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And give him a gain of 37. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Ian Thomas as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers just continue to pour it on.
The kick is
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you.
at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
7-yard pickup.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 36-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen. Delta. 45, Mike, 45. All day, just like that. Just like that.
Bridgewater to throw it. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dante Fowler in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime.
Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback. Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 45. I got him.
Bridgewater. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll go down at the 28. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Ian Thomas, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half.
And now here is another interception. Dante Jackson picks it, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
The Panthers.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he'll start by handing this off to McCaffrey. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11 at the 41.
41-yard line.
Here's Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. But that's Grady Jarrett who forced his way through to register the sack. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Catch here, left side, Thomas. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know. Slam, slam, slam. Bang, 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 bang. Cougar 19.
They run it again with Chubb. Limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21.
Ball carrier.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29.
He's tackled.
Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
And the Falcon first down.
Cougar 19. Watch the run. Watch the run. Hey, Dragon 60. Check Mike 33. You go night-night. Tell him night-night. Mike check 33. 33.
Jackson on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
2nd and 10 now, third quarter from Charlotte.
33.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This time, Jackson will throw it. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now on 4th down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
That's track.
They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. And they'll come out with a 3-tight-end look on the first play of the drive. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
He's brought down by.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Tack McKinley, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Joey Sly on now for the Panthers. Right hash mark, a 42-yard attempt. And it bangs off the left upright and deflects away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound Brandon no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
He's brought
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Now it's Jackson. And they'll set up the screen to Gurley. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Panthers.
That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage.
Down right at the line.
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Down.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Buying time to his left. And it is incomplete. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense. How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Atlanta.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Second and 11. At the
second and 11. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up first and goal at the 5. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And gosh, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. Say, all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive? And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go.
27-yard line.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Bridgewater here to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones. The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for second and goal. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. Looking to go back to Thomas again, but now it's third and goal.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. Here we go with McCaffrey. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Carolina, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable